I'm Scott with Marc's Mobility. Today we're doing a review on this Permobil M3 with 17 miles of usage on it, so stay tuned. This chair has 17 miles on it. The Permobil F3 has a 300-pound weight capacity. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the seat lift. That's what most people want to see in this video. You can work all the functions through your joystick, or you can use this ICS box in the back. I'm going to use this box because it's a little easier. I'm going to press the seat lift button and we can see our seat lift going up. Now, this one does have a swing away joystick. It's not your typical swing away. You have to loosen this knob on the bottom and you can move your joystick to the side and get closer to a dining room table. So I'll go ahead and tighten that again. Now we're all the way to the top. The seat lift is great if you ever have to reach into your cabinets, do some dishes, pull up to a high top or a high table or anything like that. It's great to just give you that extra elevation, and it will drive in the highest elevation. It will be at a reduced pace, but this allows you to walk next to people at around 3 miles an hour. We will test that when we go outside, but this is the seat lift. Now, while I have the seat lift up, we're going to take a look at the base. Down here at the base, we have the suspension. There's shocks here and shocks here. This gives the chair a very smooth ride. Also in the back, they're kind of hard to see, but there is 2 anchor points that are made out of metal. If you do have to transport this in a van or anything, these are for your clamps. So you can place your hooks here, and then there's 1 up front here, and then 2 on the other side as well. Next thing, I do want to cover the neutral. So while we're down here, if you ever do have to push this chair, it's a heavy chair. We're in the lower 400-pound range, so if you ever have to push this chair, we're going to turn the power off. You do want the power off because that creates extra resistance in the motors. And then right here is our motor. These are direct drive motors. They go straight to the wheel. In order to put this in freewheel, you're going to grab this knob here and push them down. There's 1 on each side, and that allows you to push your chair. Once you're done, make sure you put them back into the drive position. Make sure you do both motors or else the chair will not drive. Now we're going to come back up, turn the power back on, and I'm going to bring the seat lift back down. Now I mentioned that this chair has an anterior tilt, so I'm going to go about halfway with the seat lift because I want to show you the anterior tilt. This is good if you ever have trouble getting out of your chair. What I'm going to do, I stop the seat lift here, and now you're going to see the chair tilt forward slightly. So this is your anterior tilt. So you can see the chair lifted forward. This is good if you ever need to get out of your chair. These foot plates do flip up, by the way. So if you have trouble transferring in and out of your chair, this tilts the seat forward. So all you have to do is slide, and you're basically standing. You can then grab onto a walker or whatever you're doing if you're getting into bed. This helps you get in and out of the chair so you're not having to push off from a ground seated position. So that is the anterior tilt. I'm going to bring this back to level, and we're going to bring the seat lift all the way down. Another thing to know is these arms do flip up out of the way. So if you do transfer from the side, you can do that. Both arms flip up. This arm actually has a USB port in it, so you can see a little port right here. You can plug your phone charger in there and charge your phone. Next, I'm going to go over the electric tilt. The electric tilt is going to bring the whole seat back. So it brings the back, the seat, and your legs. This is good if you need to relieve pressure or you just need to relax. This also helps prevent pressure sores. This is the most medically necessary function that most people need. That relieves pressure from your bottom, puts it on your back, allows better circulation in the legs. And this chair also has electric legs. So while we're here, this is a little extreme, but we are going to bring the legs up. So you can bring your legs up while in this position. And then they slide when no one is sitting in a chair. If someone's sitting in the chair, those legs are not going to slide like that. So that is normal. So now this is what we're talking about. This is very extreme circulation. Now, I'm going to bring the tilt back down. So this is a lot more normal right here. So you can recline at whatever angle you need, whatever circulation you need. You can also recline the backrest of the chair. So I'm going to bring the backrest back, and you're going to see that the whole thing will go into a recline. So if you ever have to lay down in the chair or sleep, take a nap, they are very comfortable. So we're going to go all the way back to our recline. There we go. That's all the way down. You can see that's almost 180 degrees. So I'm going to bring the back up, and I'm going to bring the legs down at the same time. You can press 2 buttons at once and do 2 different functions at the same time. So I'm going to get this back to a normal seated position. Another thing to notice is there is a safety belt included with the chair. Let me get this back into a normal position. There we go. And now we're going to talk about the seat a little bit. That's a little far forward. There we go. So I'm going to turn this so you can see the seat. So this is your seat cushion. This is kind of a nice foam cushion. Keep in mind these are adjustable. If you're 6'2", if you're 5'2", we can make these fit your body. This is just a normal average person setup right now. So this cushion currently is at 18 inches wide by about 21 inches deep. So this would fit me at 5'11" pretty well. But again, these are all adjustable. We can bring the pans wider. The distance in between the arms, we're looking at 19 inches. Then outside of arm to outside of arm this is about 27.5. These can go in, these are adjustable. So with this current setup, I could probably get this into around 26 inches. If you were a smaller person and we did decrease the width of the back, we could get these down to around 25, even 24 inches in between the arms if you do need to get through a certain narrow doorway. But the wider we make the seat, the wider the arms will be out. So right now these are about 27.5, but we can bring that in. Let me go ahead and turn this back, and I'll show you. Actually, while I have this forward, I want to show you the lights. This chair is equipped with a nice lighting package. So there is our headlights, then we have our tail lights. You can see lighting up the back. And these are nice and bright too. These will light up a hallway. You will be very visible going down the street. There's also a right turn signal, left turn signal, and we have our hazard lights. So this is equipped with a full lighting package. So let me get this back to a normal position. There we go. Now this chair also has an adjustable headrest. You can remove it. And you have these adjustments here. You can loosen these and bring it higher, lower, a little bit further in, whatever you need to do. This is adjustable. Everything in this chair is adjustable. There we go. I don't think I missed any accessories. There is in the back here, when we ship these, there is a breaker in the back here, right above this red reflector. You can disable the power to the entire chair. So I just lost power. That cut power to everything. When we ship these to you, we do have that breaker off. We don't want the power to turn on while shipping and the chair to drive and cause damages. So this breaker is off. So you do have to reach under here and flip it from right to left. It does offer some resistance, but you can turn this breaker on. Go ahead and turn this back on. The chair does come with a horn. There we go. And I think I've covered about everything. Next thing I want to do is charging. So you will get a Permobil charger when you order this chair. This is your Permobil charger. This is going to plug in underneath your joystick. Your charging port is right there. So it plugs in there. The other end plugs into your wall. These are smart chargers. They do show how much charge is left. Once your chair is full, the orange light will go to green and your charger will stop charging. They are smart and they do shut off when your chair is full. Now this chair does take 60 amp gel recessed post batteries, We do ship batteries all around the US, so if you do need batteries for your Permobil M3, I'll have a link in the description to the batteries as well as this chair. You can order those. There is other videos I have on how to replace the batteries and all sorts of maintenance on these, so you can check those out as well at our channel. But that is the certain batteries that this chair takes. Next thing we're going to do is I'm going to take this outside. We're going to give it a test drive, see how fast it goes, see how it performs. So go ahead and follow me outside. So this is the Permobil F3. This is a front wheel drive power wheelchair. You can see the turning radius right here. It doesn't need much room to turn. You just got to be mindful of those back caster wheels as they spin around, but it doesn't take much room to turn around. Now the F3 also, because it's front wheel drive, tracks really well in the grass. So as long as you're on hard packed surfaces, this should track really well. We're going to try it out here in the grass. And it has no issues going through this. Just make sure you're on safe terrain. This is not an off-road chair, but because it's front wheel, it does have a bit more traction. So top speed on this I saw earlier at 6 miles an hour. I'm going to try it. Yes, I'm hitting 6 miles an hour. So now I'm going to bring the seat lift up, and we're going to see what speeds we get while the seat lift is up. So this is going to put you 12 inches higher, so you can drive eye level if you want to walk along with your loved ones or with other people. You're not sitting so low. This also is good for reaching into the cabinets, doing dishes in the sink, anything like that. So you can see I'm going up, I'm almost there. The speed will be reduced. I want to see what it says once we get all the way up. And I think we're up. So I'm getting 3 miles an hour. So the top speed while elevated is 3 miles an hour. So once again, this is the Permobil F3 with the electric seat lift, tilt, recline, legs, and the interior tilt. If you're interested in this power chair, check the link in the description. I will have a link to this as well as batteries if you want to order batteries for your F3. So this is the Permobil F3 power chair.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marc's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.